Hi everybody, hope you're doing well at home and enjoying all our videos that we've been putting online. Today I'm going to challenge you to make something that's traditionally called a fortune teller, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to use it to help us with our learning at home. So the equipment that you'll need to make a fortune teller is a square bit of paper, some scissors, a pencil and 4 felt tip pens. If you don't have felt tip pens, you can use colouring pencils or crayons or anything that you've got. I found it a little bit tricky to find a piece of square paper in school, but I did find lots of A4 pieces of paper. So I'm just going to show you how to create a piece of square paper from your A4 bit of paper. So all I did was took one corner of it, took it up to the top and made sure that it was all in line and that particularly this corner is very straight. Held it down with my hand, just turn it around so it's easier, and used a pencil to draw a line all the way down the side, being quite careful not to create a crease across this bit of paper, so that when I opened it up I can then cut this section off. Keep that for something for later, and then I've created my square bit of paper. Step 1 is to create a cross in the middle of your square. So to do that, I'm just going to fold my piece of paper in half, making sure that the corners match each side, and I'm going to carefully use my finger to make a fold going this way. Open it back up, turn it around, and do exactly the same, making sure the corners match up as closely as I can. And then creating a cross in the middle of your square. Next step is to then use this cross to help you fold in the corners of your piece of paper. So I'm going to use this corner and I'm going to try and fold it into the centre. So I'm going to use the cross that I've just created to make sure that I'm carefully folding each corner all the way in. Till it looks like this. Step 2 is to turn it over and to do exactly the same. This time I'm going to put this corner into the centre of my square. I'm going to be really careful, fold it up into the middle and press really hard. Turn it, fold the next corner into the middle. This might be a bit tricky at home, so if you need some help, get an adult to come and help you with this section. But you're just folding each corner all the way into the centre until you have something that looks like this. Now, to help with the final section, I've found that if you turn it over again, you'll see that you've got your 4 corners, and actually I found that if I just fold it gently this way and gently this way, it makes it a lot easier, because your final step is to put your 2 fingers into this section and other 2 fingers section, and to push quite hard together to make your fortune teller, which looks like this. Once you've completed this section, it's time to add some decoration and to add some questions or some things that we'd like to ask the person that we're playing the game with. So for this, we need to re-flatten it out. So take our hands out, press it down, and the first section of the game is on this side. So you've got your 4 squares, and this side traditionally is colours. So this is where I need my 4 felt tip pens. Now you can use circles and colour in the colour. If you wanted to, you could write the colour out. So it's my red pen. I would write the word red. You could do all the same, or you could do, like I'm doing, different styles on the front. And that's the first part of the game. The next part of the game is to do with numbers. So if you turn over your fortune teller, you can see that you have got sections which are in triangles this time. Traditionally, you would put the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 in each one of the triangles, but I'm going to challenge myself today and I'm going to do some times tables. So I'm just going to pick one of my pen and do 3 times 4. 4 times 2. 2 times 2. And you can pick any times tables that you might find tricky or ones which you'd like to practice. And the last one, 3. And that's that section completed. The final section of the game is the questions that you can ask your friend or somebody in your house. And this part is within the middle. So if you open up your fortune teller, you're going to be writing on the final 8 triangles, which are all the way around the outside of your fortune teller. So I'm going to use a variation of questions, but you could choose topic questions, some spellings that you want to ask people, times tables, or sometimes just something you might want to find out about somebody. So I'm going to start off with a tricky question and to ask someone what is, if they can name the 7 continents. Let me change my pen. I might ask somebody if they can spell the word Winton. And I'm trying really carefully to just keep my questions within each of the triangles. I might ask somebody a question about themselves. So I might say, what is your favourite sport? I might be practicing some of my times tables, so I might want to include a tricky one that I'm finding difficult, like 8 times 7. I might do another times table over here, 7 times 7. I could ask somebody to maybe what's the capital. So you could add anything what the capital of, what is the capital of England? So you could choose anything that's maybe to do with your topic or your spellings at home or anything that you might want to practice. I also might want to find something else about somebody, so I might say, what is your favourite food? And finally, I might start with a tricky question. What is 4 squared? Now that you've finished your fortune teller by filling in all of the gaps in the middle, you can fold it back up again and put your fingers back in the little pockets to create the fortune teller. So let's go and have a little look around school to see who we can find to play my game. Mr. King!
Hello.
Can I ask you to play my game with me?
Of course.
So the first thing that you need to do is to pick a colour.
I'll go red.
So I will say R-E-D, and then you need to pick the times tables.
So I'll go 2 times 4, which is 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, now I'll go 3 times 4, which is 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then pick your final number.
I'll go 4 times 2, which is 8.
4 times 2. So let's have a little look at what the question was underneath there. It was, what is your favourite food, Mr. King?
Oh, I'm going to go anything pasta. I'll go for a spaghetti bolognese.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
No worries.
So now you can have a go at making your own fortune teller at home. You can challenge yourself to either ask questions about somebody, times tables, spellings, or anything that you'd like. Have fun!